Alright, so this video I'm about to make now. Watch this video.
Obi is copy. And that's because he lacks strategy. I don't like talking about politics, and I'm not very vast in politics like that. But this particular one, I will talk.
Don't cry. We don't pray. We never fit turn the face. Go place when we say economy day, meetings better where.
Like what Peter Obi said, if our vote does not count, we will count all of them one by one and we will hold them accountable.
If you know that your heart is so pure and you are a child of God, don't go into politics.
Even if they say they do the election very free and fair, Peter Obi can never win Tinubu. And I'll give 4 reasons.
Peter Obi, your own people, look at the money they are spending. Look at money that they are spending. Look at how many buses they are buying.
Peter Obi is by far a better leader.
I want you now to tell the public that we that wasted our time to come here. Please tell us. The vote did not count. How?
Oh, hold on. Where I voted, Labour Party had agents, but they did not allow them enter. Okay. Where they were camped, oh my God, allow me.
Agriculture. While you eat, you must eat first before you do whatever you are going to do. But we see a situation whereby the minister is coming out to say, look, we have received only few allocation. The allocation of 200 and something million naira that was released was just made to serve as a kind of impress.
The questions, and that's why I'm sorry, we have a good as dead opposition in this country. If we had an opposition that is thriving, by this money, they should be the one running around filing court cases.
Those in support of prayer to say aye. Those against say nay. Nay. The ayes have it.
The way things are going, Peter Obi will not be president in 2027. Some people will want to argue about this, not because I don't want him to, but because he's not willing to. Now, I want you guys to stay patiently with me so that you will understand and hear from the key Aussies months for you to understand that Peter Obi or any other opposition is not willing to take the bull by the horn. I stumbled across this particular video from Kayakas Club, and it drew my attention that leads me to do this research to talk about these clips you are about to watch in this video. But first, I want you guys to listen to this particular video. We'll be right back.
Let me start by asking Obina. Do Obina, do you want a free, fair and credible election?
Yes.
Thank you. So you want the electoral reform, right?
Yes.
If you do, why are you having problem with what Peter Obi said?
What did he say?
Hold on. Because if the electoral reform works, that means we will count you is now very irrelevant. Is invalid, right? So concentrate on making the electoral reform to work, and leave what will happen when it does not work. Then hold on, Then if there is another thing I don't like, is when people say that we talk with too much emotion. If you don't speak with emotion as far as what we are passing through in Nigeria is concerned, then you are not living. For those of us who are patriotic and we want to see a nation, we will continue to be patriotic and we will speak with emotion. And come 2027, like what Peter Obi said, if our vote does not count, we will count all of them one by one and we will hold them accountable.
Yes.
Standards in Nigeria, double standards, yeah. So the Senate said they will transmit results electronically and they'll still have the form EC8 result sheet. And many of you have faulted that. So what happens when, after election with Beavers, they cannot upload the result immediately in that polling unit? What should happen?
Why?
Violence.
Yes. Why?
No.
Why should they not be able to?
No, now let me give you an example. In 2015, INEC introduced smart card readers, yeah. And good luck as the sitting president went to Tuoke to vote. He placed his thumb. His record was not there. Was there violence? What did they do? They brought a form and said, okay, fill it. Imagine good luck said, because my information don't come out, let's scatter Nigeria. Will you be here today? Yes. That's why the Senate, in their wisdom, have said, see, you can't take it away. Nigeria have places that there are no network. Let's be honest ourselves. And they have said, listen, and they have said, if we try to transmit this thing in real time and it does not work, there should be an alternative. And you're fighting. Again, structure. For every polling unit, the candidate has the right to bring somebody to represent him in every polling unit. And if you have voted before and waited till they counted your votes, when they count the votes in your presence and very before, they will feel the result of EC8. Yeah? And every party rep will sign.
Thank you.
And even take a picture.
Thank you.
So what should we do as people? As a neutral person. Create structure so that you have somebody there to look at it and get a picture.
Thank you.
For your evidence. Not tomorrow you don't have to say INEC, they rig results without evidence.
Thank you. Ghana, please.
Except we are just being hypocritical. Anybody who heard that statement knows what it means. If the vote does not count, we will count the people. But I would like to say something. How exactly do you ensure that your vote counts? Free and fair election. Yes. And if there is free and fair election, that means you also have representative, just like what they said, structure. You have representative at every polling unit. Every candidate are there. A representative is there to ensure that what? Okay, at the end of the day, we all saw what happened when people were counting LOP 72, LOP 73. People were there. And that was exactly what was transmitted.
No, it's a lie. Again, babe, calm down. Please. That is a big lie.
That was something.
After the LP, it's not true.
Quiet.
So you have to say, you cannot be making threats. You cannot be making threats on social media as a leader who wants to rule a country by instigating violence. We understand what it means. See, have representatives at all of these polling units on that day. Let people be on their top of game to ensure that what? Every vote counts. And at the end of the day, irrespective of the count, please listen to me. Please listen. Irrespective of the count of that day, we need to understand that there are people who will definitely count their defeats, and there are people who will count their victory. So the fact that they counted everything and it's in your favor doesn't mean that it counts. There are places it will be in your favor, and there are places it will not be in your favor. So be ready for what you get.
The point where, as we're saying, God should judge the leaders. The people that are trying to gaslight citizens too, God should judge them. Because I believe it's the highest level of gaslighting and manipulation for you to come and tell full-grown adults that, votes were counted, and in everywhere it was what was counted. We have videos, we have proof of places that they went, they threw ballot box and they threw it away. They threw ballot box away. People were making videos. They were there till the middle of the night. They didn't count their votes because they did not bring paper to count votes. But then you're coming here to tell us that these same places that their results should be inconclusive. They had results, they counted their results, and they come in the middle of the night to announce the winner of an election. And you're telling me that the election was free and fair. 2027 is coming now. Let everybody vote. Allow them. If we count these votes here and APC as well, everybody will take their L and everybody will move on from it. But then no, this same madness that we've been going through for how many years, we'll still go there. They'll still ballot box. They'll still start shooting tear gas and Nigeria 5 and 6. Every small thing tear gas. Every small thing tear gas. And then people are coming here to come and gas. Like, this is very, very unfair. This is extremely unfair.
Thank you.
This guy is somebody that is very quiet. Now he has made a very simple statement. You are always looking out for what he said and what he did not say, to convert it to suit your own narrative. Like my brother said, it's a very simple something. He's holding the INEC accountable. Why will thousands of people vote and you say it did not count? So we will count you you, the person that said it did not count, as you're the only one that voted for that party. Because me, for example, this is APC, this is a Labour Party. Let's say, for example, I voted for APC, and you say my vote did not count. Then you are the one that voted. So you voted for APC, which is my vote. So it must count. We hold you accountable as somebody said. You can't come out from your office with a machine that is faulty. You came, you showed us that the machine is 00000. At the end of the day, you say it did not count. No, you can't waste my time like that. So I will count you. So, like you all said before, that's not violence. Yes, I want you, like the way you asked me this question, I want you now to tell the public that we that wasted our time to come here. Please tell us. The vote did not count. How? So listen. Okay, listen.
I'm not saying your vote shouldn't count. Okay. I'm a believer of good governance, and that is what is meant to be done. Okay. We're just talking about the word. If your vote does not count, we will count you. What does it translate to? Simple. Kalas.
I count you as number one who voted for Labour Party, or I count you as number one who voted for ADC. I did not say if your vote did not count, I will kill you. There is two different words. You're turning this thing to suit your own narrative. Me, I'm turning it now to suit my own narrative. You do not count my vote. That means you were here when I voted. You are the one I'm counting. That's all.
Thank you.
To conduct a free and fair election.
Okay.
I don't trust them at all, because the INEC chairman is still going to be answerable to the president.
Okay.
I've always been voting. This is my voter's card, though. So it's not about, though you can't ask me a question if I have a card to vote. See, I come from Rivers State and I've seen a lot. Violence on election day. Port Harcourt is the center. In fact, my community at Bonima, election does not take place. They shoot from morning till night. They do not allow people to vote. So when we are saying allow us vote and count our vote, if you don't count our vote, we'll count you. Don't be offended. We have seen cases where the president said, steal it, grab it, and run away with it. What happened? MC Oluwamo's disenfranchised voters from voting in Lagos. What happened? Why are you angry? Every time P2B makes a statement, you people want to interpret and misinterpret in a way you just picture him as a terrible person. Please, we want to vote. And somebody said something about structure. The last election, Labour Party had agents everywhere, but they did not. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I voted. Labour Party had agents, but they did not allow them enter. Where they were camped. Oh my God, allow me. See, Labour Party had nobody financing them. Individuals took it upon themselves to be agents free of charge. But in Port Harcourt, they disenfranchised them. Agents were not even allowed to enter collection center. What are you telling me? Wike was in charge. And you're not telling me that bring agents, bring it. Would they allow us to enter and see what they're counting? Let's be real.
Thank you.
Now you listen to what he said. You listen to everything that he said. Before we dive in, I also want you guys to listen to this particular clip from this lady from the CK Hackers Club. What she is saying.
Obi is copy. And that's because he lacks strategy. I don't like talking about politics, and I'm not very vast in politics like that. But this particular one, I will talk. If you know that your heart is so pure and you are a child of God, don't go into politics. Politics is not for the faint-hearted. Politics is not for when a decision is brought and you'll be thinking, you have to hit the nail on the head. That's why Tinubu will always be ahead. All my years on earth, Tinubu is one, I don't know how to classify him, but he's a very good politician. He's a bad man. I don't like I'm suffering, but it does not change the fact that that man plays politics the way it has to be played. She said something. She said that if Jonathan had done what Tinubu is, Jonathan is a soft man. Same with Obi. You cannot be soft and be playing politics. Politics for strong-hearted people like us. You will make a decision. You can say, go and kill that person, and bam, your mind no go shake. Like you will sleep well at night, and you know you killed somebody. That is what politics is. So it's not about coming here to talk Holy Mary Mother, but there's no such thing in politics. You play the politics, you take risks, and you do it as it should be done. And that's what Tinubu is doing. He plays the game very well.
Okay. Thank you. This event is quite docile. And the reason I'm saying this is, previous election, there was lots of buzz around it. But I think a lot of things is beginning to die down now. But another thing I would like to say is, Obi said something. He said, I am running for the presidency through you.
In other words, you're the one contesting for the seat of the presidency through Obi. But now the question is, what is everybody doing about it? Because this election is very critical. It determines what happens not just in the next 4 years, in the next 8 years, in the next 16 years. A lot of us that just got married and gave birth in this generation, the next 4 years, our kids will be 4 years. 4 years in a country where someone can die because there's no antivenom in the hospital. 4 years when there is electricity wretchedness. 4 years where we don't really have strong educational capacity, where people still have to go outside the country to study. 4 years when the medical situation of the country is balderdash. So what I have to say is, individuals, corporate individuals and people that have money should go on and do mass sensitization of the public. This is the time when experts should come on board and realize why is it that the election has been failing. You do your research, understand why probably elections have been failing and all, and develop a counter-intelligence system that is going to enable you to tackle these people that are already on power. So if it is you going to the villages to do sensitization programs on behalf of Obi, if it is you going down to rural communities to bring people and tell them, oh, this is how this is going to be, educate people on how elections are going to do individually, then we should mobilize and do it. We shouldn't wait for the Obi to come up and do everything. Yes, we are saying Obi is not strong enough, Obi is this. That is where we have to come in and back him. There is no way we'll stand up and do what we have to do that Obi movement will not Obi and his team members will not come up and back what we're already doing. Okay. But if you are just sitting down, typing away our time on our phones and saying, oh, that we are village boy movement, and then we are all sitting down and nobody is doing anything about it, these people are going to win the election. One wins election is not intention. One wins election is not feelings. One wins election is not guesses. One wins election is not I wish. What wins election, it is effort, it is intervention, it is practice, and it is a feasible application of principles. Thank you.
Thank you.
You might shy away from the truth because we are obedient. We don't just want to listen to the basic fact that our principle is not ready to take the bull by the horn. In as much that the first 2023 presidential election he won, but he did not do anything. That led to Kenneth Okonkwo to be bitterly angry that made him to leave Labour and say he even want to join PDP to support Atiku because Peter Obi is not active enough to worry this APC. I also want you guys to watch this particular video of Rufai Oseni, and I want you guys to watch it. We'll be right back.
This is an aberration to democracy. A president signed a bill in less than 24 hours. Did he go through the Attorney General? Did they read it? What bill did they even sign? You see, these are the questions, and that's why I'm sorry, we have a good as dead opposition in this country. If we had an opposition that is thriving, by this money, they should be the one running around filing court cases. I think this opposition should go and even learn how to do opposition from the APC because they don't look ready and organized to me. Who looked at the bill? Who vetted the bill? Did the president himself read the bill that he signed into law? Or they just rushed it for him? And that's why I knew this was going to happen. That's why I was daring you yesterday that if he doesn't, I will dance Kelewu. Have they gone through the prideful process? What did they harmonize? What is even in the bill as we speak today? What was signed? Because this is the same country, Ayo, that we've had discrepancies between what was signed and what was gazetted. Till today, the National Assembly, this same rubber stamp National Assembly, cannot account for the tax bill. They set up a committee since December. It's only if the committee will bring out their report tomorrow as regards the contradiction of what was gazetted or not gazetted. That's when we will know. The National Assembly is not serious. They are not serious. I don't consider them as serious. I don't consider them as representing the interests of people. They are rubber stamp. National Assembly. The last time we had National Assembly in recent times, probably maybe under Bukola Saraki. So we have not gone through all of that. Till today, are you sure INEC has even seen what the National Assembly passed? The INEC that is going to use the law. What we should focus on now is to look at the guidelines. What will account for the provisions around having no network? What will warrant an incident form? We don't know all of those things in the guidelines. The INEC presiding officer can still send the election results. Can we account for timestamp in the guidelines so that even if there's no network there, they can still send the results? President Tinubu is talking about glitch. He's talking about trust, talking about transparency in a law that does not account for the people, that does not respect the views of people, that they are calling noise. Isn't that hypocritical? We already know that they are going to be shenanigans. in this 2027 election. He's talking about glitch that only happened in the presidential election that favored him, that INEC has not been able to talk about till today. It's not only in the presidential election the technical glitch happened. Did it happen in the Senate and the House of Rep election that happened on that same day? So let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's stop being hypocritical. Let's call a spade around this country about the shenanigans that have happened. That's why we should weep for this country. And you know what hurts me the most? It's only people like us that are talking here. We don't have opposition. If we had opposition, they would have been filing court cases even about the procedures.
Listen to what Rufai Oseni said. He did it handed. This is why people are contesting and saying, are we really sure that Peter Obi is ready or will be able to take Bola Ahmed Tinubu out of the game? Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video.
Peter Obi can never win Tinubu, even in a free and fair election. Even if they say they do the election very free and fair, Peter Obi can never win Tinubu. And I'll give 4 reasons. Number 1, he not get structure. Peter Obi not get structure. In a leader we get vision, but he not get part on how to reach that vision and go when he gets. Many people up till now never know the political party where Peter Obi did. They don't know where he did, whether like ADC, PDP, they don't know the political party. Why Tinubu on the other hand, you will see say his vision they very, very clear. Now election never even reach you, they don't start campaign already. You see all the city boy movement, structures don't on ground, people don't on ground, bodies, personalities. They don't empower people to do the needful thing. Why Peter Obi is more of the social media type of person. And if you see the statement where they offer, sometimes he tweet and he talk. If they talk in the, you not even believe. You get Twitter, see one tweet where it say, even if they organize the election in their bedroom, I will still contest. So you say if they talk from a defensive mentality, you not even believe they go even win. Why Tinubu on the other hand, they tell you say, Miloko, it's my turn. It is very clear. If they operate from the lion mindset, if they attack, you know. If they tell you say, na me go there, why this guy they operate in a very defensive manner? So you say, you not even believe, say, even if they organize the election in their bedroom, I will still contest. So you say, even they talk of to contest, not even be a goal, not even to win. The reason that they make these videos is because I love Peter Obi. And if you see anybody where they support Peter Obi, now person will get conscious and still get the interest of Nigeria at heart. Now person will know say, even if he fails safe, but at least I still support Nigeria in my own little way. If you know Peter Obi, tag that to this video so you will call learn from the wisdom of the greatest financial expert ever lived in the history of Nigeria. Make all learn, tag that to this video so that you go understand what they talk. Where the path, where people they follow to achieve the goal, not beyond this one. Number two reason, Peter Obi not win Tinubu in a free and fair election safe. Tinubu is the city president. Even when 2 of them contest as normal fresh candidates, he defeat them. Not talk of when Tinubu do they on seat. It's not possible. It's not possible. Plus, Peter Obi na social media president. The majority of people when they follow and people be saying online. If you reach the day of election, they don't go come outside come vote. They not even mobilize people. Now online they talk social media warriors. We go talk because of social media ranting and talk. Number 3, if fame don't reduce. That I don't enter flight, the same flight with Peter Obi twice during the time we say of that during the period of that first election, and this year, I mean late last year, we don't enter the same flight. That first time when I enter flight with Peter Obi, if you see the crowd, the love. The second last year, all this December time, I think so, November, December time, when me and Peter Obi enter the same flight, Nigerians never send them. Then they work. Nigerians they be hypocrite. They don't even send that they work up back on the surprise issue. Even me are surprised when I see Peter Obi. They're boner. Nigerians not trend, social media trend. They make a look. Social media president. Well, I beg you. You know, say me. If I love you, I go tell you true. I'm not the person who say because I love you, I call they blinded. I know they follow people blindly. I love you and I want the best for you, sir. Now for online, now Nigerians they worship you. When they say offline, bro, I shock. I say Nigerians they wanna be black Jesus. You the last social media talk, they get into your head. Nigerians they go help you. The support when he get that time, that first time, he not get that support again. His fame don't reduce, the popularity don't reduce. The people when they support and now say the only time with the year of Peter Obi now because of today head not. If not be today head not, we see they push the agenda. We see they push them, they push the Peter Obi. We make us see they remember. And if they check the engagement when those posts they get compared to that first time before, that engagement not day like that time. Bro, we not they blind. Me are not. Are they emotionally are wise, mentally are wise? I know. With the cities the way they be. If not, now today not see they just give her that massive support. Every other person don't withdraw themselves. So the reason for this video is to tell Peter Obi to sit up. Sit up, sir. If you want to really lead Nigeria, operate with a winner mindset. Say now you see your turn. This time now your turn to win. Not be saying you contest. We're not talking contest now. Which one be even if they organize the election in their bedroom, I will still contest. They talk of winning. They talk of contest. To contest and what happening? As a day now, if you go join up or non-political party, buy presidency form, go contest. So to contest not be even anything. Now you win it be the main thing. So operate with a winner mindset, not they defend. Win. Sure? Go win. Win. Come with your back. Sure? Win. Oh.
Now that you have watched the video, I also want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
Peter Obi, this election, you can see people from your states. People, Igbo people, your own people. Look at the money they are spending. Look at money that they are spending. Look at how many buses they are buying. Only Zenko, over 200 buses. Only Zenko. Look at how many vehicles Obi Kubana is buying. Look at what Chief Priest is spending. This one a presidential election. No, they do say, they spend shishi. You are pricing granules. You are pricing granules. See the money that is going out. They are spending their money free for Tinubu. They are donating for his campaign. I don't know what you are doing. If you want to do content creation, let us know. If you want to do content creation, let us know. Look at what people are doing now. Not be say tomorrow now you go say, this election was not free, it was not fair. You go to carry evidence. Evidence, they go court. Please, anybody that wants to be president all over the world, you must spend. If you know so you not ready to spend, go sit down. Everywhere good, my people. More than tell Peter Obi, not be joke with this one. Everywhere good. Look at the way they are spending money. Tomorrow night you go say there's enough time to prepare. Tomorrow night you go say they cheat them, they do this one, they do that one. Nobody look at the preparation. Everywhere good. Do one here. Shalom. Cut.
Do you know recently elections were conducted in Abuja? Next week, a manipulated election and nothing was done by the opposition. Anyway, I want you guys to watch. We'll be right back.
Let's begin what's trending from Abuja, where Nigerians are reacting to results from the Federal Capital Territory Area Council elections, with the ruling APC sweeping 5 out of 6 chairmanship seats over the weekend. Results declared by INEC on Sunday show the APC winning in Amak, Abaji, Buari, Kwali, and Kuje Area Council, while the PDP clinched victory in Gwagwalada. While the African Democratic Congress, on the other hand, failed to win a single chairmanship seat, eliciting conversations online, with one X-space revealing a heated debate over the party's losses, with some blaming the party leaders, including Peter Obi, Atiku, and Rotimi Amechi, while others cited a lack of candidates compelling enough to drive voter turnout. Let's listen in.
The ADC leader, they didn't do well enough, to be honest. You look at the Atiku campaign with Dr. Mo. Atiku was sitting down as if they were having a community, a village meeting. If not for Obi, and if you look at Obi agenda, there was a place when Obi went to Igbo community. I was expecting Obi to speak more about Dr. Mo. And look, Obi was having a different campaign. Atiku was having another day. Why not having an organic campaign? so that everybody, even you can even choose some local government, if at all you don't want to go to all the local governments. Look at Amechi. Until you call Amechi out before Amechi could even respond to campaign. So when we are talking about organic, it should show in the party.
The APC that won, how many of them did Tinubu go and campaign for?
Well, meanwhile, throughout the voting on Saturday, voters took to social media to recount their stories of disenfranchisement and some of the difficulties they faced trying to exercise their right to vote, while others spoke to the press. Let's take a look.
The minister defranchised a lot of people from voting. I live in Maraba. I have my polling booth at Zone 1. Zone 1. Since the inception of voting in the FCT, I normally leave my house for voting 5 a.m. to that place. But in Wike, the minister blocked all the access route to the FCT. What he has been doing in River State, that was what he brought in FCT.
I entered, they joined you, reaching me to vote. They said my name, they cannot find my name in the system. What's the meaning of that? And to vote is my right. I have to vote.
Honestly, there is much corruption in this vote because you can see the way money is just flowing. People are selling their destiny to go and vote for whosoever they will so suffer again. So I pity Nigerians.
So I will not just come under the sun and stand and then they are inside AC. And I'll come and vote just like that and go and they will say they will do work. Which work are they doing?
So you rather sell your conscience than to vote?
It's better. That one I enjoy myself. I can drink maybe Coke, Montina in the evening when I break my fasting instead of the one that will come and stand in the sun. They will not give me anything and I will still go back, nothing. And even if they win, do they know me? They don't know me. So it's better I sell my goods.
This was so heartbreaking to watch. She would rather sell her vote. And we're seeing these everywhere. I'll take Atiku's statement, which he wrote on Sunday evening. He accused the APC government of deliberately shrinking democratic space and harassing dissenters. Atiku also called on opposition parties and democratic forces across the country to urgently close ranks and forge a united front. And I'll read his statement in part. He wrote, "A democracy without vibrant opposition, without free political competition, and without public confidence is democracy in name only. If this chokehold is not released, history will record this era as a period when our hard-won freedoms were traded for fear and conformity." Rufai, I'll come to you on your comments.
Okay, I mean, like I said before, and in responding to Mr. Kiyamo, it was not only the mutilated results that made people say the process was shambolic. A process where you had a curfew to start with. A process where people were prevented from moving around to be able to get to the polling units in the first place. A process where a lot happened in the polling centers. A process where they were vote buying. See, if EFCC said they could only apprehend 20, know that they were way more than 20. There were hundreds of people buying votes everywhere. So it's the only one they could catch that is 20. So it was
17 million naira though.
In fact, that's the one they saw.
13 million.
That's the one they saw. What about the one they did not see? That's just it. Then what happened at the coalition center? You know, were people given a free latitude to be able to air their views at the coalition center? And that's why we've always complained. That's why we want to eliminate the coalition center. Because that's where most of the fraud happens. That's why we're talking about the IRF, making it justiciable. Let it be a portal for coalition, not just for viewing of elections. Because we know once they take it to the coalition center, any party that has more muscle will get into the coalition center there and they will do the bidding of that political party. So we saw all of this. So for somebody to say this is mass hysteria, people are they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they're saying by saying the process was flawed. The process was indeed flawed. And that's why I say it would be delusional for you to call this a free and fair process. For those that were commenting, I mean, I think those ones have just been sore losers. The opposition too has... those ones have just been sore. The opposition too had its fault, honestly. They didn't mobilize the way they were going to mobilize. If Atiku Abubakar is saying that they must have a concert of effort for opposition voices in democracy, he's not the one supposed to be leading it. Why is he telling us? So the opposition has their fault. I'm not going to exonerate them. They have been shambolic, to say the least.
Yeah.
But also, the incumbent party acts like it is God. And it also stifles opposition voices. And those are the facts on ground. We can't deny all of that.
Anyway, I'm going to rest this video here while I wait for you guys to tell me your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think that Peter Obi is strong enough to call out these people? Aside just tweeting, can he also do some strategic way like what Donald Trump did during his own campaign to defeat Joe Biden? You see how other key opposition, the way they strategize to take over power. You saw how Tinubu and Buhari took power from PDP. You saw what they were doing. They got beyond extra miles. That's why I supported what that guy said. But today, anything, you all might mobilize, spend your hard-earned money to campaign, to rally around, to ensure that Peter Obi won the vote. At the end of the day, APC will just grab it. Peter Obi will just be looking at his vote and do nothing. He wants to take APC to court. Say APC that is building mansions now for all judges. The same APC that is buying lands for all judges now. The same APC that is already using INEC and the parliament to ensure that there will be no transmitting of results after you can't vote. Imagine somebody can't vote. You took photos like this, send and go online. It becomes a problem. They say lie. They said, we will send it, but in case it not deliver, we will use manual. The only person that I saw that is really ready is Showore, but Showore don't have the force to take over this power. That's just my pain. What Showore is doing, Peter Obi and Atiku should be the one doing it. You know, tackling Bola Ahmed Tinubu left, right. They will not just give him breathing space. Anyway, I rest my case here. What are your thoughts about this Chaos Club and the Rufai Oseni, the video you just watched? Please let us know in the comment section. I love you. God love you more. Until we meet again. Peace out.